Peter, a cup tie. What's your thoughts on that one today?
It's a really strange one. We've lost the game 3-1, but I'm really proud of the players. We were outstanding, and if there's ever a way to lose the game, that's the way to do it. With what we did on the park today, 3-1 probably flatters them a little bit. We can see in the last minute when we're trying to push everybody forward as you do in the cup games. But from our point of view, we started the game really well against the Premiership side. Passed the ball through the whole game. Excellent. I'm really proud of my players. Just disappointed the manner in which we conceded the first two goals from long throw-ins. The first one's a long throw-in we don't mark, and then boy gets in back post, and the second one's a second phase of a long throw-in. So that's something we can improve, our setup and how we work that. But we were really good. We were really good today. Brendan Dickinson to get his goal, I think, I'm delighted for him because he works really hard for the team. He's been excellent over the last few weeks, and we've managed to keep him fit. So it's going to be that challenge now with Tuesday and Saturday for all of our players, because they gave everything today, and the fans that have come and seen him, I'm sure will be delighted going away. And although we've lost 3-1, we did pleased going away, and I think that it was testament to the players that the fans stayed, gave them a standing ovation when they're walking off the pitch. So disappointing day, but pleasing in other aspects.
You said they got off to a great start, and they did, and then in the second half I thought some of the performance, some of the attacking play in that second half put St Mirren, had St Mirren worried for a bit.
I think it did. There was periods where we couldn't get out of our half. We were passing the ball and they were pressing really with pace. Their pace and power, they're a big strong side, as you'd expect. But how brave our players were to pass the ball and the confidence they had to do it, I was delighted with it. And then we eventually got, we broke through their press, got down, got a couple of opportunities. We could have scored from a corner as well. In the first half we could have scored from a long throw-in. We had a couple of other little opportunities, and in the last few minutes, St Mirren are camped in their own box and hoping for counter-attacks, and eventually scored their last goal because we make a mistake in the midfield, probably a tired body, but it's a good performance.
Did you say that third goal came because Queens were pushing for that equaliser?
We were, and I think it gave everybody a lift, the fans as well, getting behind the players, which is, I've said previously, that's massive. For if the fans can support and cheer and push the players on, they'll get that extra bit of lift, especially going into the last 10 minutes of games. And we had that today. It's just unfortunate when the ball broke into the midfield. One of our players just tried to take an extra touch and misplaced his touch, and they break and counter-attack at pace and they score. But before that, we had good opportunities to try and take it to a draw and see where it would go from then, but it wasn't to be. We've got to recover as quick as we can, because we've got another tough game on Tuesday night.
You got off to a start with the 2 goals in 20 minutes, and I've kind of said you can't give teams like St Mirren chances like that. You can't give any team the opportunity to score 2 goals, but we can do something about it. It's different if we're standing here saying St Mirren were too good, they passed us off the park, they created so many chances. But I think when you look at the stats, it was like 50-50, 7 shots, 5 on target for both teams, and it was pretty even. And for us to be standing here as a League One side saying that, I think that's, we've got to take confidence from that. You said last week this was a game for the players to show themselves and test themselves, and they did that today. Yep,
they did that, but now the challenge is to do it on Tuesday again, because it's easy enough to do it against the Premiership side in a big cup competition, but we've got to lift it now for Tuesday. We've got to lift it for Saturday and try and continue this good form and the way we're playing, but we need to win games.
It is the cup run's over, but the focus was always going to be the league this year, and as you say, it starts with Inverness on Tuesday night.
It does. The cup run is the dream. This is your mainstay where we need to, we've done well. I think it was 1 defeat and 5. We can do better. Tuesday night we'll be looking to do better, but Inverness themselves are galvanised through an administration. They've had a lot of good results. I think they've won today, so that's going to be a tough game as well. So that's why I'm saying we need to recover. We need to recover really well, really quickly, do everything right and make sure that we're ready. And when we come Tuesday night, we hope the fans come back that supported us in their numbers today, and if they do and give us that lift, I'm sure the players can go out and achieve.
You say Inverness, obviously administration docked 15 points, so they're probably looking at it as though they've got something to prove, and they're gradually getting themselves back into that, as you say, a 3-0 win today?
Yeah, I think with their points added on, they'll be probably in around the top 4. So they're a good side, and they have been. You'd expect them to be. So it's going to be a good game. Hopefully the fans come out and support it.